What's good? What's good? Welcome everybody to My Best Life, the show where we talk about family, faith, friends, finances, everything there is to live your best life. I'm your man, Will,
This is your girl, Toya.
and welcome to My Best Life. Welcome to episode 4 of My Best Life. How you feeling today, babe?
We're on episode 4 already?
Episode 4. We racking them up. We stacking days.
My, how time flies when you're having fun.
So on today's episode,
How was your day?
first of all, my day is pretty good. We made it to hump day. We getting through it. It is what it is. We putting one foot in front of the other. It's good. Life is good.
Life is good. Life is good. No complaints.
How about you?
And even if I did, it's not going to change anything.
There you go. There you go.
So welcome to the podcast. We're so glad that you all are joining us. I know we have people joining at different times. So come on in, drop your comments in the comment section, chime in on the conversation, join us. Let's just have some good grown-up conversation.
There you go. So today's episode, it's all about, we asked the question of how old is too old? How old is too old? How old is too old?
How old is too old?
Yeah, we continue our dating series talking about how old is too old. And we have a guest. We have not a guest, but we have a subject that we want to talk about as the main thing. So let's slide into the main thing, our first segment. Let's go. So the subject of our main thing segment is a couple of young people. I use the term young
You
folks.
always sound like an old head when you
Well,
say young people. He's still in his 40s, but when he speaks, He speaks as if he's in his 60s. You still part of the young folks. You still a part of the young folks. Some folks are just getting started in their 40s.
Anyway, listen, the unk out here. I know that stage I'm in. I'm in unk stages. It's all good. But the question we should be asking is how old is too old? Because Miss Drea Michelle out here in these streets at nearly 40 years old and is rumored to be pregnant by a 21-year-old Jalen Green, NBA player at the Houston Rockets. The question we're asking the audience today is how old is too old in these Dayton streets? Drea Michelle, almost 40. By the way, almost the same age as her son.
He is the same age.
Same age as his son. So what they're gonna be doing? They're gonna be playing 2K together. Like how does that work?
Well, I mean, my question I ask is it really an issue? I mean, he is over 21 and he's grown. So, I mean, in times past and even now, like it's not a topic to discuss when it's vice versa, because a lot of men date younger women.
Right.
And I know it's kind of taboo when we see women dating younger men or marrying younger men, but when it's the other way around, you really don't hear much talk about it because we're used to seeing an older man with a younger woman. But because she's a woman, I guess everybody's up in arms about her dating someone that's almost 20 years younger than her. So my take is if I was single, I could never, but he's of age. He's 21 years. Is he 21 or 22? Either way,
21 years old.
He's her son's age, but he's of legal age. So
I get that part, and I agree. We got to put that out there that he is of age, so there's nothing illegal going on per se. But we've had episodes we talk about establishing our MVPs, right? And there's a saying out there that says, "Don't do nothing illegal." What's the next stage? Immoral or otherwise stupid. You know what I'm saying? So does this fit the immoral or otherwise stupid category? Because he is actually younger than our oldest son. So how would we feel? Miss 40-year-old something come scrolling in the crib talking about she pregnant.
Now, see, I would have a problem with it, but I'm saying legally, I mean,
y'all see how that switched up real fast.
I could. That's why I said I could never.
Right.
Morally, but legally, I mean, men do it all the time. Do it all the time. Now, I do think that there would be a problem as far as maturity. And that's not to say that all 40-year-old women are mature, but I think that age gap, especially when typically men mature a lot slower than women, and with that age gap, it's probably going to be more like they're 25 years apart. I think that would cause some issues because he still has a lot of growing to do. He probably is going from his mother's house to the NBA to now dating this grown woman. So he may not have a lot of life experience. And on the flip side, she has a ton of life experience because she's his mom's age or close to his mom's age.
And she's been in the streets for a minute. I mean, I'm not here to
about her.
I'm not here to judge, but I'm judging.
She's from some like TV show or something.
Yeah, she was on Basketball Wives and a few other internet shows. So she been in these internet streets is why she gonna be still the subject of today's whole show. I'm giving it away.
When you say these internet streets, what do you mean? She dates a lot of well-known men. Is that what?
Yeah, she. I mean, that's her reputation for being on the internet, dating athletes, rappers, the whole nine. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, like she's known in the circles. Matter of fact, Gilbert Arenas, another former NBA player, Matter of fact, two NBA players, him and Swaggy P, were on his show. They were talking about how Gilbert Arenas was with her, and you know what I'm saying, they kind of did some discretionary taboo things while he was in the internet and she was in a situation with him, and Swaggy was in the car. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm of that age, I'm judging. I don't care nothing about what nobody got to say. I'm judging because I'm
Well,
at
she's also pregnant.
that's the other thing, right? So and that's gonna be that's gonna be part of the discussion when we get to the in these internet streets, because she actually we get to see her or hear her speak and how she talks about the pregnancy part of it. But I want to go back to what you said about men do it all the time. Now women are starting to do it, and it's an issue because here it is all about all of the pseudo feminist movements, extreme feminists about is usually about, you know what I'm saying, men had their time to do it. So why is it not good enough for women? Or why y'all got something to say now that women are doing it? So it's like it's almost a tit for tat type of, thing going on there with that. So let's have a discussion because men have done it for um generations, if you will, going out and get younger girls. In some cases of celebrities, they went underage. I ain't, we ain't going there. But yeah, so now at the same time, it's happened with young men too, and it hasn't been talked about, it hadn't been discussed because there's a different dynamic or a different a double standard when it comes to young men going younger. But what's the psychology behind that for both either sex, right? What's the psychology behind it? Do you think it is where you go and you get a younger guy or a younger female? What's going on in their head?
I think I think, and I could be wrong, but when there's like a very large age gap, when I think about the flip side, like men dating much younger women, let's just say 20 years younger, I'm thinking that he's getting a younger woman either because the women in his age group he feels like it's like an old dog and you can't teach him new tricks, and so let me go and get a younger woman because I can mold her, I can groom her. But if I'm with someone, if I'm 50 and she's 50, or if he's 50 and if he's 40 and well, 40 is not old. Let's say he's 45 and his dating pool should be 40 to 45. I don't know. He may feel like I really can't build anything with a 40 to 45-year-old woman. Um, I can't mold her the way I would want to be able to mold her. Not to say that people should try to mold people anyway, but that's what I think men think. Like, so let me go and get a younger woman who's in her 20s and I can mold her, I can shape her. She's not going to talk back as much. She's not going to be as opinionated. And if he wants children, she's in her fertile years. She can still bear my children. Um, and so I think for men, I could be wrong. I'm not a guy, but when I see that, that's what I'm thinking. Like he
Yeah.
feels he could still mold her, especially if she's in her 20s.
Yeah, I think on the non-malicious side of it, an older man who may or may not have kids already will want a younger woman if he wants to have more kids or build a family in a certain way, right? So maybe he wants to give the nuclear family, quote unquote, a new try. So he'll start again with the younger woman and build with that, especially if she wants her own family. Yeah, you go younger with that. Obviously, it's less risk in a pregnancy the younger you are, and so on and so forth, right? And then you can build this new dynamic with this younger woman because of age and so on and so forth. Now, less more, I don't want to call it shallow, but a more shallow conversation is it might be an assumption that the young girls you know what I'm saying, out here, and it's still moving the way it's supposed to move and all that other stuff. I don't know. It's you could that's the non-malicious side of it, right? So the other part of the conversation, the malicious side of it, is you use the word grooming. And I think the psychology of it, that's the innocent part of it, the non-malicious side. But then we have to acknowledge there's a sect of men and women that want a situation that they can groom. They want a situation they can control. They want a situation they could potentially, um, they might be comfortable with whatever situation that they're in. And they're trying to control all the dynamics of the relationship. So um I think that part of it plays in it too as well, right? So um either party, whether male or female, you have to be careful. And I'm especially when you're the younger person, you have to be careful because um you better make sure you know what you're getting into. Make sure you're not getting groomed and taught. I could imagine at 21 years old, bro, you don't know nothing about nothing.
Now, on the flip side, I will say, on the flip side, when it's a younger woman, let's say in her 20s, and she's dating a man in his 50s, 60s, or
20 to the 50s,
40s,
right?
most times it's provision. He already know that he's signing up to take care of her.
Right.
Most young women, if you just keep it a buck, she ain't with him because she just thinks he's the most handsome thing in the world.
Right.
You know, she's already counted the cost. He's older, he's established. I'm not saying all 20-year-olds think like that, but 9 times out of 10, if they're dating a man that's 20, 30 years older,
they see provision.
It's provision.
Is something wrong with that?
It's provision.
Is something wrong with, is there anything wrong with that? Because I'll say if they genuinely care about this person, they love them, and they just use the provision. Is it something wrong for them leaning into that? Wrong with them leaning into that?
I think that if both people in the relationship understand what's what, I think the issue comes in when you're blindsided and you didn't realize that this person was
Using
wanting to use you for something that you weren't aware of. Now, when both of you come into the relationship and you understand, everybody put their cards on the table. I know what you want. You know what I want. Because at the end of the day, all of us are with our spouse because of something they offer, even if
Right.
it's not a tangible thing. We're with each other because there's something that you have that I want. There's something that I have that you want, whether that's how I make you feel, whatever I may bring to the table. We're all with each other because if we just be honest, we're all with each other for a reason, you know?
Right.
A part of it is companionship, but that's still because I want to be around. I want something from you. I want your time.
Right.
I want your presence. And so as long as both people understand, hey, this is what I expect of you, and that other person is okay with that, then I don't see anything wrong with it.
That takes me back to what we talked about on previous shows and my laws of symbiotic relationships and mutualism, right? So regardless of the age, if there's a mutual understanding and it's mutually benefiting, if that's your cup of tea, then go for it. I feel like as long as you have good intentions, you guys are communicating, and you know what I'm saying, it's pure, like it's non-malicious. You're not trying to use a person, which violates laws of mutualism when it comes to symbiotic relationships, because you cannot be a younger man or a younger woman and not bringing nothing to the table. If he's older and he's not with you because of kids, he just taking care of you and you just hanging out, that's a sugar daddy. I mean, we just call it what it is, right?
Yeah, but if he understands that that's his role, what can you say?
I mean, if
he knows that he's getting this young woman, what else would she want with you?
Right. But if she's there just to hang out, and there is no tangible to me, this is my right. Well, I'm saying she there to just hang out, though. I'm saying she just there to hang out and be safe and secure and collect provision, you know what I'm saying? Listen, maybe it's just my thinking. It has to be purpose behind everything. If a younger woman just hanging out, then he has to be the one being careful, because what are you really, again, we're talking about mutualism, right? And making sure the relationship is mutually benefiting for the man in that situation, the older man. What are you getting out of that situation? Company?
If that's what he wants.
Arm candy?
If that's what he wants.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you build your life.
Men do.
Yeah, I listen.
And you don't even have to have like this large age gap.
I'm acknowledging it.
As long as this woman is pretty and looks great on my arm, that man, he may or may not.
And listen, if that's your cup of tea, I'm telling here, you better listen to some wisdom from Unc. I'm letting you know off rip, that's sinking sand. That's building your house on sinking sand. If you just want arm candy, just to look good, if you want somebody just hanging out just so you put on the show, your foundation of your relationship need to be rooted in something deeper than that, because what happens if something happened to her, she don't look good no more. She discovers she got some life-threatening illness or something like that. Her looks dissipate or deteriorate. I'm saying we need to talk about it. So listen, not much activity going on in the chat, but listen, if y'all watching this on the playback, do us a favor and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so y'all know the next time we'll be on. And by the way, at some point, we hope that the super chats will be live. And when they super chats do come on live, we want y'all to make sure y'all donate to the channel. But listen, if you're watching this on the playback, like, subscribe, share the channel. We're also broadcasting live. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. And I believe we are on Instagram as well. Mine was? Oh, okay. See, you got the bussin' channel, so they're gonna have to catch up with us. Listen, if you're in the comments, thanks for joining us. Welcome to My Best Life with Will and Toya. We're talking about how old is too old. We're talking about the Draya Michelle issue, the Draya Michelle being pregnant by Jalen Green, the NBA star. How old is too old? Draya being close to 40 years old, and Jalen being 21. What are you guys thinking about it quickly as you come in the chats? Fortunately for us, and I can skip sections. Fortunately for us, in these internet streets, just so happens to be about the same person. I want y'all to hear from her yourself on this baby situation, because this is a separate conversation and the mentality that I want to discuss as part of this whole situation. Draya Michelle taking over the internet. You know what I'm saying? Let's slide to the indie street segment. Let's go. All right, we're back. We're back in these internet streets. Like I said, Draya Michelle is taking over the internet for the week of March, whatever week we is, March 6th, March 10th. She's taking over the internet for the week of March 10th. Let me hear what Draya is talking about with this baby situation too. I think this was before or after she found out she was pregnant, but nobody knew. So let's go to it. Let's talk about it.
More kids, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and I feel like at this point in my life, right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on, because I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid, and let's just
really
see.
So you would
I'm very like free spirit. I'm very open and just.
So Miss Draya is saying that about the kid part of it. First of all, that she was passively, or they were passively aggressively talking about Jalen in the situation. And already from that conversation, I can see what the relationship dynamic is between her and Jalen. Because you go on the internet and the girl asks you about the relationship, and if you want more kids with him, and you was like, well, I want kids. The relationship is great. I want kids. So as to imply, maybe not kids with him. It is what it is. And you know, I'm a free spirit in this. What are we doing?
So do you think that her aim is maybe to secure herself financially by having a
Absolutely.
child by him?
Absolutely. She so basically, I'm gonna tell you what. Listen, what you can't sell ice to an Eskimo. What's your other saying, babe? About you can't outslick a can of oil. You know what I'm saying? You can't game recognize game. She's shooting straight game on that right there. What you basically saying is, I want babies by athletes. I want babies by athletes. I want that coin. I want that money. And unfortunately, the internet is so open, so wide. This is what our young women are emulating. This is wild to me. But because how she casually talks about being a mother of a person, of a young person. What are you gonna teach that person?
Well, let me ask you this. As a young man at 24, no, he's 22, and he's her son's age, what would be his purpose? Because clearly there's something about her that he likes, even if she is, let's say, close to his mom's age.
Right.
There's something about her that he's attracted to. So
what's the question?
So why do you think he's attracted to her?
I'm gonna play the video for you again.
More kids, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
This is gonna play that part of the video for you again.
But he can find anybody that's in their 20s if he just wants to have children.
Huh?
So that
no, she good looking and she available. Like that, she's already in the circle. She's already a known commodity in these on these talk shows. She got access. She got access to these players. She got access to the club VIP, the front, you know, the what they call it at the games, the floor seats, the whole nine. She got access. She didn't learn the game already, and he's young, dumb, rich, and horny. And what is there? She 40 and she look all about whatever she look. 27. What is he like? And at that age, I'm telling you right now, it ain't no introspection. It ain't no, oh, I like her intelligence. She's what do they call it when you provoke their thoughts? You know what I'm saying? She's not it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? She putting that thing on him, probably along with a little Gawk 5000, and that's about the extent of it. Really? That's the truth. Don't ask me no questions. Don't expect me. I'm not going to tell you the truth. That's exactly what's going on.
But like I said, I do think that sometimes there is a double standard. If this was flipped around, this is normal for men to date women and marry women much, much younger than them. So,
but is it a double standard though? Because
people are talking about her being so much older than him, but you have this all the time when men are marrying younger women, and it's not talked about like this. It's not, because it's normal.
I don't think it's normal.
Maybe men to date younger women.
Well, I think it's normal. It's normal for it to be public information that older men date younger women, but I don't think it's normal for it to be public information for older women to date younger men, or it's known, it's public information for older women to be with younger, even underage men. That's becoming more of a topic, especially in these schools. You're seeing more and more teachers be arrested because they have full out fledged relationships and babies with students.
Well, we're not talking about that.
I know that we were saving for another show. I'm just telling you what's
people who are of age,
right.
They're not underage, so we're not talking about rape or molestation or anything.
I'm
that.
just saying.
We're talking about people who are of age.
Yeah. So I don't think it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's a bunch of dudes running around talking about, hey, you know what I'm saying? Look at my sugar mama. You know what I'm saying? Because our values are different. We value different things. An older man want to be with a bad young girl. A man, period, wants something bad on his arm, period. You know what I'm saying? How does that work? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Come meet Miss Esther. Come meet Miss Sharon. who he introducing Miss Sharon to, and excited about it.
Jaquan might want to meet
Lil Jaquan, he turned what's a grown woman name?
He might want to meet Miss Sharon. I'm just saying.
Come listen, mama, meet Miss Sharon. Who's walking around? It's a win for a younger man to bag, you know what I'm saying, one of these quote unquote young girls. When you was talking, I was trying to think to when I was single post divorce, and what my thought process was when I was dating, because I was newly single at 37, and I remember having this thought process when I was dating, like, all right, bro, what you gonna do? Because at 37, what's within your range at 37? Let's talk about it. What's really in your range is you can go upward of what? About me? I don't know. At 40, whatever, I was willing to go. I don't know what I was willing to go to. 40 something. And at 37, and probably like 42. But at 37, you know what I'm saying? You can at 37, you can go in the 20s. I think what stopped me was I had daughters. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do everything when you got daughters. Your daughter's going to be chin checking. They're going to call you out. Hold on, Dad. How old is she again? You know what I'm saying? So this made me think about back to that time. Like when I was making decisions, I'm like, bro, nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. She 20, whatever. So you don't listen, y'all quit playing acting like when y'all wasn't single, y'all wasn't on them date apps and you had to put in the age range. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The little slider, the little
You were on the app.
I was on the app for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to remember. At first I wasn't until I realized what was on them apps. And then I was like, let me up my standard and go to the paid for apps. And then I realized, so this is the process. You go to the free apps and you realize it's pee in the pool, right? It's crazies out there. And then you go to the paid for apps. And then you go to the, man, I need to get off these apps, period. So, hey, y'all just skip the process, by the way. Just get off the apps. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to listen to, I'm going to give you some wisdom. Get off the apps. But I remember the sliders, and you had to be like, oh, what's the age range? I'm going to go at 37. I'm going to go 42 to 30 something. You know what I'm saying? I think I didn't go into the 20s because my kids were already, my girls was in their 20s, and I was like, ain't no way.
But what about love? What if
man, listen.
What if he's 22, okay? What if he's in love with Drea? He might be in love. Best thing that's ever happened to him since high school.
Listen, I was talking to this young man down at the Senior Bowl, and I told him this young NFL prospects. And then I don't know what prompted me to tell that young man that's sitting at that table. And I told him the honest truth. The quickest way to separate you for your money in these United States streets.
Not the United States.
In these United States streets is the U.S. Family Court system. Pick a state. Pick a state. It's the young running back from USC I was talking to that's going into the draft right now. I said, you quickest way to separate you and your money is to choose the wrong woman or have a baby by the wrong woman and watch this family court do what it does best. So call it what you want.
Drop it in the comment section for those of you that are in the chat. Can you drop it in the comment section? Is there an age limit? Can you, for the women, can you date someone that, what's the situation right now? That
he's basically 20 years younger.
If
Yeah.
you were not married or if you didn't have someone right now, could you date someone that's 20 years younger than you? And for the men in the comments, could you date someone that's
20 years younger?
20 years younger?
Absolutely not. What
Men do it all the time.
At least you know how this how you know how serious I am about the subject. You start using bad English. What is we gonna talk about?
Men date women much younger.
Bruh, you just smashing. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Let's keep it a buck. We ain't talking about nothing.
He already know what he's there for.
All right, bruh.
Now sometimes love comes into play, but hey, if as long as as long as both people are of legal age and you're upfront.
Hey, knock yourself out, man. I'm just saying, y'all young bulls out there, you know what I'm saying? You better protect yourself, especially if you're doing something with your life. I'm just saying.
Being a fool and getting used.
At the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like at the same time, for real. Somebody said this on their show. They was like, for Drea, you know what I'm saying? I know it sounds like I'm being hard on her, but you the older party in the situation. You've been dating the players. You've been dating the players for almost 2 decades now. When do you move to the coach?
Well, it's probably the ones that are her age are like they know her from being in the circle, so she got to get some fresh meat.
It's some coach out there. You didn't have time to move from the players to the coach to the owner of the team. You could have, and watch this.
I couldn't do it.
She playing checkers on the chessboard. Because the play, well, I ain't gonna say that because NBA players they paid. They got guaranteed contracts. So that part.
I couldn't do it simply for the fact of what's the word? What's the word? Is it sapiosexual?
Yeah,
I'm sapiosexual. Like you have to be able to hold meaningful conversation with me. For me to be attracted to you. Like you could be handsome, but if I can't hold a conversation, I'm a nerd. I like to talk about a little bit of everything. And so if I can't hold a conversation with you, I'm turned off. I don't care how nice looking you are. So I think the age gap and the level of maturity, and not saying that she's mature. He might be more mature than her. I don't know. So let me back away from that.
Right.
But for that alone, I could not date a man that's that much more younger than me. I don't think I could do it.
So what about the whole baby situation and her mentality? Because now it crosses over. Like to me, all right, if you're gonna do your thing, listen, people, nobody's judging you. If you out here hoeing or whatever the case, male or female, you want to live that lifestyle, you out in these streets, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like there's no taboo on hoe no more. Hoe is life to some people. It's a whole movement. It's a whole life. If you want to do that and that's your lifestyle, do that. I'm gonna tell you where I'm gonna start judging you. I'm gonna start judging you where you bringing kids into the situation. I'm a judge because I value family is up there for me on my value chain. So I'm judging. I'm talking about you bringing these kids into this situation, and these kids need daddies. And by the way, you got mamas out here, they need daddies. You got mamas out here struggling to being you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be a single parent. They struggling, and you out here choosing it because you got access to the NBA lottery system. And I'm not talking about the draft.
Not the lottery.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the lottery balls that come out. She been
pulling numbers.
She been pulling numbers. This ain't no strange thing. What's her name? Brittany Griner hit the lottery with the one player from the Charlotte Hornets. Brittany Griner just went out there.
Who went to Germany and went to jail?
No, not her. Brittany, what's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Brittany Renner or not? Yeah, her. Oh girl, hit old boy. He just had signed a $245 million contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, and PJ Tucker straight slid off and jumped off and had a baby with him, and like, boom, there you go. It's like 25, 30, 50K a month child support. What are we doing?
Let's go to the Ask the Audience.
We got plenty going on in the chat. So, like my wife said, you're gonna slide to the Ask the Audience. Let's go.
For one, if you could hear me in the chat.
I can't hear you, baby.
I don't know.
Let me check the audio settings again. Oh, they hear you fine. All right, cool. So what questions y'all have, or y'all got comments? I'm just gonna throw comments up. I'm going from the top to the bottom. Our family, Jay and Katie, talking about we love y'all. Love watching y'all. Love you too, sis. Thanks for hanging out with us on this My Best Life Wednesday in these internet streets.
You know what I thought about? We're contending with Bible study. We're contending with Bible study night. We might have to move our show to Fridays.
Man, they gonna be all right. The people that need to be at Bible study, they're gonna be at Bible study. Y'all go to Bible study. If you need to be there, be there. You always tell me, you're gonna be all right. Stop while you're ahead. I don't know what I said. What did I say, Lori? Fred Wheat. Who is Fred Wheat?
That's Anna's husband.
Oh, she tagged him. Oh, Fred, what you do, buddy? That guy, sis, tagging you. Get yourself in here. So you get yourself in there, so we'll know what's going on. All right. So Anna said, nope, 20 years is too long. 10 even too young for her. Is 10 too young?
10 is too young for me.
I said, the parameters for me from youth became my daughters. I was like, man, listen, I'm gonna get ran. They might cuss. Knowing my group, they would have cussed.
If my daddy came,
right.
Well, see, I'm in my 40s, so I don't know.
But when you were younger, if your dad came home and she was within 2 or 3 years of your age, what would you have done?
I wish he would.
Exactly. You would have been authorized to cuss in front of your pops.
What's our next comment from the?
That's why I said who gonna have
Go to Eileen. Hey, Eileen.
Where I'm going to. Brittany Renner, she said. Okay. Well, who asked her?
Jackson.
All right. She said there are women who do that professionally to secure income for the future. Been happening for days. Absolutely. They trying to secure the bag.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Just think, if she's 40 or almost 39, 40, and her son is 22, and she's willing to start all over with a newborn at 40.
Ooh-wee. But the other part of that's dangerous too. There's no guarantee you out here getting knocked up by an NBA player. Like, oh yeah, it's just gonna happen. I'm gonna be able to kick out a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look what Anna said.
Anna
said,
hang on, let me go to it.
Secure the bag.
Hold on.
Anna, don't start a
storm. Hold on now. Hold on now.
Anna.
It just took a left turn. Conversation just took a left turn. What we doing here?
Anna said all of the ladies. All. of the ladies need that bag.
I think so. The way you put it, I agree. Because you put it, you know what I'm saying? We know your personality. And
You trying to say something?
no, I'm just saying, we know your personality, the way you say stuff. Sometimes it'd be like, hey man, that hit. That kind of stung a little bit, but she was telling the truth. That's another one. This must be a Chicago thing. The way she said that all women want to secure the bag. Like we know, we understand that as men. We just don't want to. I don't know. We don't want to hear it like that.
Yes, we're talking about dear sweet Drea. She's made it to my best life podcast.
So let's talk about Anna's comment. All women want to secure the bag. Like, hold on a second. In what way?
In every way that Anna just said. Security. And that's what it's just a different, exactly what I said, security.
I get it. I get it. So listen, this is gonna be good. What's the male equivalent to that? And have y'all accepted it?
The male equivalent to a woman wanting security?
Yep. No, the male equivalent to all women want to secure the bag. What's the y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think is the male equivalent to all women want to.
The male equivalent?
What's the male equivalent to all women want to secure the bag? Lori says the unspoken rule. It's an unspoken rule. Y'all out here playing life like golf.
Whoa,
Y'all out here letting the secrets out. Wait, let me get my book. I'm gonna get my book and write this down. They out here spilling the tea.
Fred said there isn't one. Put up Fred comment. Now, Fred, wait a minute now. You're not just gonna be trampling all through our house in your dirty boots.
Listen. Elise co-signing on talking about some facts. All women want to secure the bag. What is the male? Fred, help me out. Help me out, bro. What is the male equivalent? Fred, listen, we gotta, since they so honest, we gotta keep it a buck, bro. Shout out to you, by the way. He got the JF1 picture up, Justin Fields picture up. Also, Fred, check out my podcast, bro. You probably already check out my podcast. We're gonna plug that later. Anyway, Fred, let's tell them what the male equivalent.
Respect. I'm gonna take a guess.
Okay. Watch this. No. Yo, hold on a second. You're not getting off that easy. You are not getting off that easy. Where my daughter at? Where my daughter at?
What do you think the male equivalent is to women wanting security? I'm gonna say sex, food, respect.
No, y'all not. Sis, listen, can I get a stab at this? Can I get a stab at this? Because I'm not finna let y'all off this easy.
For $100.
Respect for $100. So I'm gonna set this up for y'all. Y'all a trip. I'm telling you what, y'all about as one way as a Chicago street. Talking about some all women want to secure the bag. And then when I ask y'all what the male equivalent of that is, y'all come back with respect, loyalty. No, we being honest, we gonna keep it a buck, right?
What?
We gonna keep it a buck. It rhyme with bed. Nope. Tell me I'm lying. Fred, tell me I'm lying up in the comments. Since y'all want to be funny and y'all want to keep it a buck out here tonight. I'm so glad. You know what? I'm so glad I didn't get a haircut and shave today. Cause since we out here, yeah. Yep. Nope. Yep. Yep. This is a family program. I told y'all we was gonna talk about it all, didn't I not? Exactly. See, Fred hollering because I'm telling the truth. Since everybody want to secure the bag, we want to secure that gawk. Keep it a buck. Cause we can listen. If you, I'm okay. So I'm finna break it down to y'all. I'm finna break it down. Listen, okay, Fred, speak for yourself, then, bro. I'm not with you on this, partner. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, everything else, I can go get Chick-fil-A, Papa Do's. I can feed myself.
That's not even in exchange.
No, you and see that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, Fred, you making my case for me. So even with something so 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 minor, it's still not even an even exchange. But I guarantee you, I'm finna have a Denzel moment right here, and I'm finna guarantee you.
Lord, not the Denzel boy.
I guarantee.
Gentlemen, he's ready to take this show on the road.
There's a joke out there. It's probably gonna be a bad joke, but there's a crushing of a water bottle that happens, right? There's a crushing of the water bottle. The guy crushes the water bottle. He said, every time you say something disrespectful to me, he's talking to his woman or his wife. Every time you say something disrespectful to me, this is what you do to me. And the bottle crushes, and the bottle crushes, and the bottle crushes. And he hands her the bottle and he says, do me a favor. Straighten out blow in this bottle and straighten out the bottle. And she was like, what's the point of that? He said, that's just to show you one good job right there erases all of pain you caused me with your words. Y'all get it later. Anyway, that might have to be a demo. Yes, I'm saying it. Now, next question. Since everybody wanted to keep the truth out here today, somebody picked up on the joke. You demo the joke and you'll get it.
You sound like you upset something.
I ain't upset, but I'm just saying, like, if we gonna keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? What's Elise said she caught it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. I'm just saying. Listen. This I'm telling you, all these old dudes, y'all think these old dudes with these young women because they want the arm candy and all that other. These old dudes, that's all it is.
They gonna fool around.
Listen, no, see, sex time sound too clean. It ain't the sex. It's the nasty part of it. It's the dirty part. That's what they want. Yeah, and it's tied to that too, Anna. Ego. Yeah, that's it. What more egotistical than that? That's like the pinnacle,
I can see
the holy grail of
much younger because they want to see, they still got it.
Exactly.
Still pull somebody young.
And we talk about this all the time. And now I'm gonna pull it back a little bit because we having fun with it, but I'm gonna pull it back to it. With these, especially with these older, rich, powerful men, that's where they start to cross the line, because after you have it all, then it becomes this almost egotistical power dynamic, and you just like, yeah, do I still got it? You know what I'm saying? And then don't throw the fact out there. We got Niagara and we got Cialis and we got. By the way, this show is not sponsored by Cialis or Niagara. It probably should be. Like, what Fred talking about? Fred laughing at me, but I want to. What else is there out there, Fred, that I left out? I know respect and I listen.
Fred said there isn't an equivalent to securing the bag. That's because we're supposed to be providing that. That's what Fred said.
Yeah, I get it, bro. That's a given for me. I mean, I get it, but
Anna said, Fred, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fred.
Your man's business all out in the street.
I mean, like, but listen, we supposed to get the bag, but if we keep it a buck, everybody ain't getting the bag. Everybody ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Lori said men prefer a submissive woman.
Absolutely. I prefer, but absolutely, but also put parameters and guardrails around submissive, not in a way that becomes abusive or controlling. Submissive in the sense that, like, if you really boil it down to it, they want to be heard, respected, they want loyalty, right? Really want to be heard, heard their thoughts, all that stuff, and boom. Not that we always got to do it our way, but it could go bad that way. You need balance, man. I just want to add a little fun and humor to the situation because, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just, huh?
a young whippersnapper.
Who that?
Don't be mad at Dre.
I ain't mad at the lady. Get your bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking to Jalen, bro. Jalen, that thing gon' listen. That cat.
Would last long anyway.
Hey Jalen, listen. That cat gonna get old one day. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That cat gonna stop purring. And that's the thing, right? Too. How long that's gonna last for you, Jalen? She look good right now. You 21, but when you turn 31 and you turn 35, y'all see how these NBA players be looking after they retire. Brothers be looking rough. Anyway, what are we supposed to? Huh?
Internet streets, because you acting fool tonight.
Babe, we already hit the internet streets. This is the comment section. I want to slide. I'm gonna get some more of these comments because y'all lighting it up over here. y'all got me. Y'all, hey, I'm gonna tell the truth. Listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Maybe it's just me, but I doubt it. I be around a few old heads. We consider old heads. I'm talking about the fellas that some of the fellas I hang out. They be like OG. Every time I go in the barbershop, OG. Like, bro, come on, man. I get it. I accept it. I'm okay with the gray in my whiskers.
I'm still sick. He's side-eyeing me.
All right. It depends on your definition. All right, let me get some more of these comments in. I want y'all comments up. But that nasty would be our equivalent. We're so simple. See, that's all I wanted, Fred. I wanted Fred. I wanted Fred to come through for the fellas and just that. Listen. I'm talking about that dirty hotel stuff. That broke loving. That when y'all ain't had nothing. I'm saying, it is what it is, man. Everything else you can get with money. I can feed myself. I can entertain myself. At some point,
I'll never forget when I was going to this church. Oh my goodness, I probably was a member of that church for probably 10 years or so. My early 20s.
They was doing dirty loving in the church. Where's this story going?
And the pastor, he got up and he was talking about, the dynamics between women and men. And he said, ladies, the secret to men is very simple. All we need is food and sex. That's all we need. I said, really? Really, sir? That's the sermon today.
Hey, that's what my pop.
Keep your husband.
Listen.
All he needs is food and sex.
I don't know who to credit this to, but the mothers, it was a church mother that gave this advice. She said, keep his stomach full and his sack empty. You know how them old church mothers be talking. So there you go. So in our special tonight, we go leave out because this the goal, and we hit our target tonight to stop at right at hour. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. This is my best life with Will and Toya, man. We appreciate y'all hopping in. Any parting words, sweetheart?
Well,
did you have fun?
Yeah, I always have fun on this show.
But I'm like this all the time. So let the people know. So don't be so they don't think like I'm putting on for the camera. I'm gonna get my jokes off. So don't take me seriously on the internet until you do. I'm gonna get my jokes off. So
what do you want to say encouraging to the people? Got us looking like heathens around here.
Man, y'all listen. If you married, make sure you getting it in as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know what I'm saying? And make sure you getting it in with your wife or husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, come on now. Like, listen, we gonna keep it a buck over here. Make sure you getting it in as early and often as possible. And if you waiting and hanging on, hang on. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't getting in your business. So but y'all be encouraged, man. Y'all join us next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central. My Best Life podcast with Will and Toya. By the way, I gotta give a shout out to Fred. Was it Fred in the chat? Fred.
Fred is in.
That's what's up. Hit me up, man. I got to get you over to the other side, to the other pod, because you had that JF1 emoji on yours. So you let you know what we got going on over there. But thanks hanging out for us. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Now until next time, y'all live your best life.
Don't forget, everything's working for you good.
It's working for you good. We'll talk to y'all next time. All right. Peace.